Welcome back, Firewood Addicts, to an episode of Travis Stowe's Firewood. Today we're going to be talking about helping our customers pay for their firewood. Alright, so I'm trying to finish up the cord of maple for my parents. Don't mind me, I'm holding my microphone because the neighbor kids are having a spasm next door, having fun, but it just... why do kids need to scream? Anyway, I'm finishing up the cord for my parents, opting for the champion just to get it done. And then I'm using the axe just a little bit, you'll see, just to knock up some rounds. What I want to talk about today is, I guess specifically, and once again, for people who sell firewood. And I want to ask or talk about not giving a reduced price. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some sort of like payment plan. Now, it's really difficult not to get angry with people or automatically upset when they message me on OfferUp or on a marketplace on my ad saying, "I'll offer you this much money for your firewood," and I'm like, "No, I'm good." I mean, without being rude back, I'm sure that they don't mean to be rude when they're asking or when they're offering, but as a seller, it comes off as rude. I'm not selling a bicycle. I'm not selling a used wheelbarrow. I'm not selling some random item. This is firewood, folks. I mean, firewood is hard. If you want to offer me $40 less for an item or for firewood, whatever it is, in terms of quality or quantity, then you can make your own firewood. So like I've had that recently. I'm like, one, I don't negotiate on my firewood. Two, and then two, and I said, this firewood here is for delivery, as the ad said. Oh, I didn't read the ad. Well, I mean, read the ad, folks. That's not. I mean, I don't know, but I can't handhold you that much in terms of like reading the ad, understanding what I'm selling. It's pretty much straightforward. But so I'm not talking about people who want to negotiate or giving them a deal like you buy 10 bundles, you get one free. I may do that for a few customers who are long-time customers, but not every day type thing. What I want to talk about is if people want firewood and you give them a payment plan. Now, I currently accept cash and I have Venmo because a lot of people, and I make a deal with them and they come back and they do come back and do more sticks of firewood for my stand because I sold him garbage wood of cottonwood one time, and you saw that episode. That was not fair, and he was gonna come back and pay me plants for customers because I want to make sure the people in my community are warm. I do have options to give free wood away. I get donations from people, and so that pays for the firewood. And then people who are in need, I give firewood to people who are in need who can't afford it. Period. I've done that before, and if I do it again this winter, and that seems to work out. I got a ping from a customer one night, and he wanted a rack, and he wanted to make sure that the rack was there. So I'm like, no, I have a rack there. He's like, well, can you station a rack for me in a wheelbarrow like last time? And I said, okay, that's fine. It is what it is. And sure enough, right before I went to go out to get his rack available, someone came and bought the only rack I had in the stand. So it was good that he pinged me and good that he asked for a stationed rack of wood. So I got it ready to go, and he came at dark time, and they came out. It was him and his buddies. I came out just to make sure that they were good to go. Oh no! What happened? No! He messaged me saying I forgot my cash. So I went outside and I talked to him, and I said, look, it's a dark time and you want to go have fun with the wood. That's great. Take the wood, go have fun, come back when you're coming through my town again and pay me. And that's totally fine. But they're like, no, it's fine. And then so they figured out his Venmo on his phone and paid me via Venmo, which was totally fine. But during that conversation and him trying to figure out his Venmo, I think it was one of his buddies or his son, he said, I appreciate the offer. And it's stuff like that that will make me want to come back to you and buy wood from you because you seem like a nice, trustworthy person. And I appreciate that because I feel that I am nice and I am trustworthy, and I want to make sure that I convey that in my ads, in my sale, in my communication, in my interaction with my customers. So I think that kind of pays off. Not that I do it on purpose to win people over. It's just who I am as a person, and they're able to pay me via Venmo, and they were on their way, and they had fun. In fact, because of the interaction, the customer sent me a video, which I'll show you here. They went up bogging in the snow and they had a good time. They're safe. And then here's a photo of them burning the firewood that I sold them, and they're having a good time. They had a blast. It's cool interaction that I had the rapport with several of my customers to the point where I would probably go out and have a beer with them because they seem like cool people. So it's cool that the interaction and the people who you meet in the firewood community, people who buy, people who sell, etc., and they're usually chill people. So the example, I guess, was that just by being a nice person, being a trustworthy seller and transparent with the firewood, wanting to offer, like, because sometimes people forget the wallet or forget their cash, or they thought they had money on them, but they spend it on something else. That happens. I get it. One customer said, I went to the store and bought something, and I thought I had cash, but I didn't. Can I pay you back next time I come around? That's fine, cool. I make a note on my tracking sheet, and sure enough, the next time that they came around, they paid the extra balance. So it's that trust. It's a trust that I'm selling them quality wood that's going to burn right away, right now, without issue, and trustworthy on the other end that they're going to pay me what they owe me for the transaction. Now, and I think that goes with having a firewood stand. There's a level of trust that you need to have that people are going to come grab that they want to burn at the time, and they pay and they go, as opposed to they grab what they want and they peace out and they don't pay at all. That's my fear. But knock on wood, I have not had any theft the last several months. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it hasn't happened. I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon because it's getting colder and people are becoming more desperate. And I understand that. But like I tell my customers, if people are in desperate mode and they need to be warm for a night, and they come to my fire stand and they take 1 or 2 bundles of firewood and they don't pay me and I'm out $10-12, I'm okay with that because they were warm, and I can let a few bags or bundles go per year. But when they come and they wipe out the entire stand and don't pay, that's what pisses me off. That's not cool, and that's when the firewood gods will smite them with karma. I swear that will happen. I won't see it, but I will feel it, I'm sure, in my soul, because I'm a firewood hound and a firewood addict, and I know that will happen. So let me pose this to you all. People who do sell firewood, do you offer payment plans for certain customers? Now, I brought this up because I posted it on my channel on YouTube, the question, and a few people responded, including Tom over at Tom's Firewood. Dumb's Firewood, is that name channel? Anyway, he said that he doesn't directly, but because he, on his website, he uses PayPal, and in that, like a third party can give some payment options, because I think he uses like a credit card because he's a legit business. Well, because I'm a side hustle, I don't use credit cards, and I've only had one person got upset with me that I didn't use credit cards because he wanted an invoice. Well, I know 0 people in my area who sell firewood that use credit cards, because a lot of us are doing it under the table. It's a side hustle. It's usually a cash only thing. I I I I do Venmo for the convenience of my customers. I think I have a customer base because I use Venmo, but I use it very sparingly because I want to make sure that, yeah, you get it. But I guess back to the question, do as firewood sellers, do you use payment plans? And if you do, how do you go about it? I want to know down in the comments. If you don't sell firewood, but if you did, would you offer payment plans? And if you and then how do you go about it? And maybe why you would not offer payment plans. I'm curious who does it, who doesn't do it, and maybe for why. I'm not gonna judge. There's no judging. I'm just asking an question just to kind of feel engage the environment out there on wanting to make sure that you can work with people. I'm not saying give discounts. I'm saying working with people on potentially a no interest payment plan where they make sure that they pay in a timely and prompt manner, but yet they are warm. They are warm. Anyway, that's. I hope you enjoyed the background with me splitting. If you have any comments about that, let me know. I think one thing to have commentary, but another thing to have action. So I think a mix of both at the same time, I think is good. But you let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. I want to hear about it. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time, remember, life's too short to be a prick, so be kind to one another. Rock and roll. Stay safe, keep cutting. Cheers.